I said that.
Yeah, and then
How many times did I tell you?
I'm taking the floor.
Shh.
Benson, shut up so we can go live.
Well, hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Mr. Phil Show. Tonight we have a couple of things going on. We have a special guest coming in for our information segment, and we have a brand new talent that we're going to bring you tonight, and he's got a nice, quite different look, so I think you're going to love it. It's something a little more nostalgic looking, the way he looks. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. So with that, let's just get started with our show. I'm sorry that we couldn't bring you credits tonight. We have problems with our equipment. You know what? We're going to start bugging you for donations again, and now you see why. So with that, let me introduce to you my best friend, and hopefully yours, Mr. Phil. Yay. Hello there, Phil.
Hello.
How are you today?
Okay.
Good, good. So, yeah, we had to start the show without credits because our machines are down again.
Right.
So I thought that maybe this would be a really good time to start saying to people, look, even if we aren't doing a telethon,
The end of October we will be.
right, but before that, and
we
all year long,
Yes, we need it now.
we need donations.
Right.
Okay? If you've got the know-how to fix equipment, if you have equipment that you're not using that you'd like to donate to the station, get in touch with us. My email is Mary Frost Sings, all one word, 714. That's all together, one word, at yahoo.com. It's Mary, M-A-R-Y, Frost, F-R-O-S-T, Sings, S-I-N-G-S, 714 at yahoo.com. So you can email me and let me know that you have something you might want to donate. Phil, you want to just give them the address if they want to send in a check.
A check. You will please make it out to Access 23 TV and send it to P.O. Box 321, Port Jervis, New York, 12771.
That's right. Now, again, that's P.O. Box
321.
321.
Yeah, Port Jervis, New York, 12771, and make it out to Access 23 TV.
Right.
And since we're not only broadcasting home base here, we're broadcasting into so many other stations.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we're really asking for donations now, because nobody else sees the telethon except our local areas.
Right.
So the idea is to keep the donations coming in all year long so that we can constantly refresh what we have here.
Right.
Refresh, replace, and maybe give Phil a facelift. No.
One day.
That's okay.
Because one day.
I like the way he skipped right over
One day
that.
we're going to get to you too, and the outlying areas. One day we're going to do a telethon with all original music, and then bring it to all the other stations.
That'd be great.
We're going to do that one day. Get everybody with the original music who's been on through the year.
It's true.
Have them do that, and broadcast it in all our other areas.
But in order to do that, we need some improvements made around here.
Right.
And that's where your donations really do come in handy. And whether you're catching us on one of our other stations or whether you're catching us even on YouTube,
Right.
on Facebook, on YouTube, anything like that.
Yeah.
The same thing goes with donations. If you like what you see and you'd like to help us present it better, there's nothing better to do than to say to us, hey, you know, I really like what you're doing. Let me send you a check to help you guys do something better.
That's right.
Right?
That's definitely right. Funniest thing, we're not doing an anniversary show, right now in August. But
It's true.
I still want to point out that this is the week. This is the time.
Yeah. Oh, here's where he gets emotional.
Back in 1994, where I first came to this place, on KCS, Keeping Country Strong, the Carl Richards show, right this week, when I did my first show for him. And exactly 2 years later, my show was born, the Mr. Phil Show.
Right.
They were, exactly the same time.
Unbelievable.
So even though this year we're not doing it,
Well, we'll be doing
have something other
planned for an anniversary
but this
show.
is the week where it all today. So today would be 24 years with the station
Yeah.
and 22 years of the Mr. Phil
The
Show.
Mr. Phil Show. That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our audience is giving us a little clap.
Right.
So today we had a friend of ours just stopped in
Yes.
and wanted to talk about every year there's a national night out against crime.
Right.
So Marissa, our friend from the neighborhood, she stopped by. I'm going to move over so Marissa can sit between us here. Move this. Come on over here, Marissa. You've got plenty of room there, hon. You can just sit right there and tell us all about the National Night Out Against Crime.
Well,
You're being heard, I'm sure.
okay. Well, National Night Out Against Crime actually is where the entire community of Orange County and even our brothers and sisters across the river there, Eastern Pike Regional, they would come over and spend from 6 o'clock at night to
Right.
9 o'clock at night to help the community learn more about themselves, learn more about each other, and other departments and a whole bunch of organizations come.
And the police department is one of the people that sponsors this, right?
Yes, I would have to say they're my brothers and sisters on both sides of the
Yes.
river.
Absolutely.
That I'm not going to mention the name, but they actually have done quite a lot actually for everybody in this city, plus our amazing community. Shout out goes to the Port Jervis PD, Eastern Pike Regional, Town of Deer Park, all the departments, Sheriff's Department, everybody. Guys, stay safe out there. Also, I kind of have some little personal I'd like to share.
All right.
That has to do with one of my brothers that are on the station.
Okay. Why don't you do that?
I'm not gonna mention his name or his canine partner, but we need a lot of prayers out for him. He was in a car accident.
In a car accident. When was this car accident, honey?
I'm not even sure, but he's okay. Luckily, he only had minor injury,
Okay.
which was just a bruise and a little cut on the face, but it wasn't that bad.
How's the canine?
The canine's fine. I don't think it had anything to do with him. I think it's just the officer himself.
Okay.
But either way, you know who you are. My prayers are out to you and now televised.
As are all of our prayers, yes. Our prayers all go out to you and to all the brothers in blue and
our
even
sisters in blue, of
firemen
course.
And the sisters in blue and
Yeah,
everyone that's...
EMTs, firemen,
That's
police, everybody. We support you. We love you. Go home at the end of your shifts. Go home at the end of your tours. Be safe. But also, I want to say one other thing.
Don't worry.
I want to say one other thing. I already said happy 10-year anniversary, but happy 10-year anniversary to my amazing brothers in blue right here in Port Jervis. I love you guys so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Marissa, for stopping by.
And Mr. Phil, congratulations on your anniversary as well.
Thank you.
And you too.
Oh, hey, thank you.
And keep up the great work, you guys.
Right.
We're great.
We love you.
Thank you. Oh, love you
Here,
too.
Mr. Phil.
And thank you, Marissa,
Marissa,
for
just
representing
thank
the
you for all you
community.
do for the station.
Yes, she does.
You put a lot into the station.
She does. She comes in here and she adds in a lot of stuff, a lot of little personal things. So that's why if she's
And
got
you're
something
my,
she wants
you're
to say,
my
this is
number one
great.
fan and always have been.
Can I get your autograph at the end of the show?
Of course.
Of course. Hey, hey, yeah, there we go. All right. She didn't ask for mine, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and yours too, of
well,
course.
that's
And
we share plenty of hugs. Not yet.
Okay.
Travis is going. We've got a young man named Travis who's going to be coming over in just a few minutes. Phil's going to sing first. You want to sit on the couch
Before
with
I
me?
do, though,
Oh, yeah?
I just want to announce the sad loss that we suffered. Lena Shackley,
Lena
who we
Shackley.
know
Yes.
from the station, who's been on our show, that her husband John passed away.
Yes, he did.
Oh, no.
And they had a service in, was it Colorado?
Yes.
That they were from. We all wish you and your family well, Lena. Blessings for John. And, they are going to be holding a service. I don't know if it's just family or what it is, but they are going to be having a service, I believe on the 20th. So our thoughts will be with you, and we are going to do our best to actually attend and
Right.
represent the station for you.
Yes.
So with that, why don't we have you what are you going to sing for us, Jim?
Yes, what are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing one of my newest songs tonight.
A new oh my.
Get Up and Dance.
All right.
Ooh.
That sounds like good,
I'd like
right?
to hear that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to let you do that. In the meantime, Marissa and I are going to sit here and we're going to listen to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get a camera person out here, please? Just to send to my camera. Okay, before I start. I just want to be... Okay. Thank you. Everybody have no fear. Get up, come on, get over here. Mr. Phil is want you here. Get up and dance. Take your baby by the hand and lead her to the promised land. Give her the best you can. Get up and dance. Come on, people, don't be shy. Life's too short to sit and cry. You only live once, that's no lie. Rock it out and shake your booty. Get down low and bend your knees. Jump up high, do what you please. We're gonna burn some calories. Get up and dance. Shake it out like you don't care. We are going to have a party. Get the girls out in the halls. Who says you can't have it all? As long as you have got the balls to get up and dance. Get out onto the floor, jump around and scream for more. We are doing what we came here for. Get up and dance. Life's a blast, so don't you wait. There's no reason to hesitate. Let us tempt the hands of fate. We will have a party. Come on, don't be shy. Who cares if it's not dignified? As long as we can feel alive. Get up and dance. Get up and dance. Get up and dance. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
All right, Phil, come on back here.
All right.
Marissa was so excited she had to jump off and just go dancing, you know? All right, it's nice to hear you do something new. And
We love you, Mr. Phil.
Thank
you
you.
hear us all clapping and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's
terrific.
going to be the new song on my album.
Right.
Yes.
Hey, that sounds good.
And Little Mary is going to be on our album also.
You know, oh God, I think I was 5. Anyway, I'll forever be Little Mary because I think I was probably the size at 5 years old.
What about what about in the
that's
clubs?
contrary.
What about in the clubs?
Oh, that's a different story. Okay, these
I
people
mean-
don't know about that, and if they want to know about that, they're going to have to follow us.
Oh yeah, that's something to see. If you think this is something, you got to see us in the clubs.
Well, that's a whole nother story now, dear.
Yes.
Okay, so at this point, I think that we need to
Yes.
introduce Travis Love Benson.
Okay.
Come on
Come
over,
on
Travis. I've got all his information here because, as I said before, our credits weren't working. So it's Travis Love Benson, and it is his address would be www.travislovebenson, and they're all capitalized.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. .com. Facebook.com is Travis Love Benson.
The Travis Love
Travis.
Benson.
Ooh, Travis Love Benson. On Instagram, he goes at Travis Love Benson.
It's pretty much just Travis Love Benson straight down the
I was
board.
gonna say, and Gmail is the same thing. And then what is this one? Patron?
I have a Patreon account
Patreon,
where every
okay.
Tuesday I release a new song. I write and record and produce a new song, and I put it out to people that pay $4 a month, and they get a new song every Tuesday.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
I'm gonna do one of them tonight. It's gonna be really cool.
Oh, that's
For real.
really
Yeah,
great.
it forces me to be creative, and it's a good time.
So,
Yeah.
what do you mean you get a new song every Tuesday? Explain that to me.
You writing new
So
songs?
yeah, so I take the best way to describe the type of songwriting I do, and you'll all see it in a little bit, and you'll see it in
Right.
a little bit,
Yes.
is that I take the concepts of like what's going on in my day or how I'm feeling, and I turn them into a song. And I mean, that's all songwriting, but I do it in a very literal fashion. So I have a song called Black Bean Soup. It's the one that I was testing the mic with before, and
Oh.
I had a bowl of black bean soup that day, and then I wrote the song right after I had it,
Okay.
based
That
on.
must have been one
I
hell of
see.
a bowl of soup.
It was very good. And so every Tuesday, I'm doing one tonight called House That We Built, and I was driving through Middletown after a shift at a Starbucks, and I sat and I drove past this abandoned house, and I was like, this is the most beautiful abandoned house that I've ever seen. And then I wrote this entire song about the house as a self, and you are the house that you build as you are the
Okay.
person that is this house. And so it's
Yeah.
like that. But so every Tuesday I find this creativity or during the week, and then I write the song and produce it and put it out for Tuesday.
That's nice. That's really very original. I mean, we haven't heard anybody here that's had any kind of original concept like that they're putting out, and that's online. So
Yeah.
people can go online and they can actually.
Yeah, if you Google or even just put it in, it's Patreon, patreon.com/Travis Love Benson, and it's Benson with an O. Because I guess there's another way to spell it.
There's Benson, there's
Yeah.
Benson, there's Benson.
Yeah, it's Benson.
E-I
yeah,
and
O.
O and yeah.
Right.
I don't
Like
know.
son of Ben, but
Yeah, there we go. It's there
my
we
dad's
go.
name isn't Ben, but
Well,
Yeah.
that's you know what? Somewhere back in your heritage,
There
was
was.
a son of Ben.
Yeah.
So,
That's where names
so we
come
met
from.
at the open mic night over at Frisky's
At what would you say, the Frisky
Frisky's
Goat?
Goat Coffee House.
Ah.
That's quite an open mic.
It is.
Really?
It's very
I've never
odd and
been to that
peculiar.
one,
It's
so-
fun.
Yeah.
Just my thing, odd and peculiar.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, the best one that I'd been to up until I found out that that one was existing was way up in New Paltz, because there's one at a cafe there called Cafeteria.
Yes.
And that's really weird and fun and eclectic.
Okay.
And that's every Monday. But this one is the second Saturday of the
Saturday.
month
It's tomorrow,
at
in
the
fact.
Frisky. Yeah, it's tomorrow
all
at the
right.
Frisky Goat in Milford, and it's a really great time. There's a lot of really cool, good talent that comes out. A lot of weird people, but it's nice
Right.
because we are accepting of them. The person that runs it is very accepting.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah,
yeah.
they are. The woman who runs it is wonderful.
Well, that's
She wants to
great.
come on this show, in fact.
Oh, and
should
I
have
think
her.
we should have her.
Yes.
Yeah, let her.
It's
let her
exciting
tell us
because,
some of the stuff.
Benson, if I don't know if you've been over, if you go to a lot of the open mic nights, the traditional ones, man, they could put you to sleep.
Yeah, it can get rough. That kind of culture can be very toxic. There's a lot of toxicity in the people that are like, oh, I always perform, so I don't like new acts coming in, and
Right.
so that's why a lot of what I do now is like I don't really perform at open mics. That was a rare case, but I write my own stuff and I record my own stuff, and I get gigs that are with other bands, and we'll do like people will come out to see me perform, and I'll do like half-hour sets rather than like 2 songs for an artist that wants to get money for music like I do and like I've been trying to get for years.
Yes.
It is a very bad situation to get into, to constantly be performing at open mics, because you don't get paid to perform at open mics.
Right.
So I am always looking and always doing gigs. I'm always booking gigs. I have a gig tomorrow. It's one of those things where I'll go to an open mic if I'm bored or if I have a new song that I want to express and
Just say-
try and
I think
get out.
open
but-
mics are probably the best place if you are trying to perfect a new song.
yeah, testing new material.
And testing new stuff, see how it goes over, see how you feel about it when you're putting it out there in front of people. But it's definitely, a good outlet for that.
Because we're helping to promote a new one that we're
An open mic
involved
right in
in.
Middletown
Oh,
at the Pelletteria. I don't know if you know where that is.
I haven't heard of that yet. Is that?
Okay, it's a kind of not a coffee shop, but like sweets. They have ice cream and they have cookies and they do like sandwiches, light sandwiches, and different teas and coffees and stuff like that.
That sounds nice.
And it's nice because it's a non-alcohol place.
Oh, okay,
Right.
cool.
And it's only from 7 to 9 on Thursdays.
Oh, nice.
And you can go in there with anything. Poetry, readings. Last night we had a couple of little girls come in. They must have been about 6 and 7 or 8, something like that, and they were
Yeah.
singing.
That's
Right.
nice.
Adorable.
That's really cute.
And they live stream, so that gets to go out and
That
everybody
people
can
get to see it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very cool.
So my husband and I, we perform. Phil performs, and then a friend of ours who used to be one of our producers, he also performs, and we're trying to build that up for them. So if you ever get a chance and you want to come down there,
Yeah, I'll have to.
it's a lot of fun. It's a very small venue, and usually the performers are the only ones there, but that's not such a big deal because we're being streamed live.
So people can see it either way. That's
Exactly.
nice. That's really nice.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's right. This guy really
Yes.
takes care of us.
And it's a good way for, if somebody's looking for a new act, that's always a good way for that.
Cool. Yeah.
So now I'm interested. Where did the look come from?
Oh, that's a good question. So back in 2012, I went to an event called the Steampunk World's Fair, and I bought my first bow tie. And that's how I learned how to tie bow ties, because up until then I was tying long ties, but I
Right.
went to school for music therapy. I'm a music therapist.
Okay.
And because and I'm scheduled to take my test, and I'll be licensed, but right now
Very
I
nice.
have a bachelor's in it. I'm going to be going to grad school. I've applied for it. So
Great.
it's very cool, and I love it so much, but if you're wearing a long tie and you're near a client and they get unruly or something could happen. And so they always told me as soon as I got to college, because I used to wear long ties through high school, they said, don't wear long ties anymore. And I said, oh, well, I still like dressing up. So what can I do? And I realized I love bow ties, and I'd never even conceptualized the thought of wearing one. And so I got into bow tie culture. And then in 2012 to 2015, I wore one every single day. And then in
Yeah.
2015, I got a bow tie tattoo right here on my neck.
let's
You're not going to
see.
be able to see it, but you'll see it. It's right here.
Oh,
Let's see.
Wow.
Oh, look at this. He's
Oh.
got a permanent bow tie. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but
There's a bow tie tattoo there.
there is a bow tie
And,
tattoo right here. Yep.
and that was
Right, right,
because
bow tie,
when
yes.
I wear like tank tops or whatever, crop
You still
tops
got
or
a
whatever,
bow
I still have a bow
tie
tie on.
That's
Yeah.
that's very inventive.
Funniest thing, I have an outfit that I wear a bow tie with.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, that's on my headshot. I wear brown pants and a tan shirt and a red
which picture you-
a red
yes.
bow tie, big red bow tie,
The biggest.
and a checkered jacket.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll have to make sure to show you that. Make sure you don't miss that picture
In
on your
fact,
outlet
there it
art.
is right over here.
Ah, there you go.
There
Right
it is.
behind us.
See? Yes, there we go.
Great photo.
That is right over there.
I don't know how much you can see of it, but you know. So now the bow tie you have on now looks to me it's definitely an antique, and I'm usually pretty good at guessing these things. That's probably about 50 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember when I got this one, but it's a very
But
There it is.
very
Where you,
probable.
wherever you got it, you probably bought it at
A thrift store.
a thrift
yeah.
store somewhere.
Mhm.
It looks to be between 30 and 50 years old. It's a nice,
Yeah, I love.
nice vintage piece.
I try and get vintage
And
bow
the same
ties.
thing with the jacket. The jacket looks very
yeah,
vintage as well.
I did get that as a thrift. I remember getting this one.
Oh, you get the best stuff there.
absolutely.
You really do. Especially like me, I like to be different. I like to dress different. Hence all the bracelets and all this stuff. I do all these myself.
I love them.
Wow.
And you know, everything I do is just.
Funniest thing
He's
about
always saying something about it. Is, you know, you're always doing something different.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, isn't that the
You've
whole
got it.
idea?
What's the point
Yeah.
of being alive if you're
Right.
not going to
you
not
get-
be yourself?
Speaking of
I don't know.
this outfit and the bow tie,
Yes.
this is a true story, folks. Back in 2009, when Boodle's Opera House over in Chester was still around, Uncle Floyd was appearing there. So Carl Richards told me, go down and meet the guy.
Right.
So, you know, I couldn't go. I was busy with the temple. I couldn't go to the whole show because it was before sundown. You know,
Right.
it was during
The Sabbath.
the Sabbath. In those days, we used to have the afternoon evening services. At the end, I headed over there, and at the end of the show, I put this out. I had this outfit on. He was wearing exactly what I was wearing
Oh my.
in blue.
Oh man.
That's right. A
Wow.
blue checkered jacket, a blue bow tie exactly like mine.
Wow.
Then blue pants, and
you guys look like you were just opposite.
just opposite, and like
That's
a
amazing.
blue navy, like a light blue shirt. I thought he'd get
Wow.
a kick out of it, and so I walk in to meet him, and I give him my card, and he said, "Are you trying to make fun of me? Are you trying to copy
Right,
me?
sure.
my gosh.
What are you doing?
Oh, wow.
What are you doing?"
That's so funny.
So I said to him, you know Carl Richards, which he does. I said, he says, yeah. I said, that's my manager and songwriter. And he said it would be that I should go down and meet you here to make friends with you and get to know you and all that.
Wow.
But he really thought that I was copying off him.
Wow.
And from that gigs, Benzie came. I met Benzie and another guy, Wald, and they put me on their radio program the following Friday
Wow.
for doing
Well,
that.
it has
and then
that
I
for
had
connections.
I was on that show almost every Friday, that radio program. In addition to having this, I had a,
That's
Did
very
you have a
part of a
different tie for each?
for the radio
Well, it
program.
was radio,
I just
though.
wore
Yeah, you don't
plain
need a tie
clothes.
for radio.
Who cares?
But he
I always
did-
dress up for whatever. Yeah.
Right,
But that's
exactly.
what happened. And getting to meet Uncle Floyd, that was opposite of me.
That's very cool.
You know,
That
I would have
is
loved
cool.
if they could have taken a picture of us together.
And so, with you, with the mustache, I'm seeing you do.
Yeah.
That goes with the whole tie. Mm-hmm. Is that how that all kind of goes in?
I think it's just
It's
it's
a-
not even just a matter of making a statement. It's not a matter of the clothes that I'm wearing
just
so
being
much as
different,
it's
isn't it?
being exactly who I am.
Right.
I am this, I am this transcendent human being that isn't, like I don't know how to describe
You're a
this.
unique
I don't. Yeah,
individual,
I'm a
and
unique
you're going
individual.
to
I
let
don't.
people see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to always be myself. I'm not going to ever try and be someone else or get caught in these paradigms of what we believe as humans. I don't know.
Absolutely. So now, when you write your songs, is that what you base a lot of that stuff on?
Yeah, so
or-
like, well, I'm gay, and a lot of like, I don't write a lot of songs about being gay, but I never use gender roles or gender identities. I don't use pronouns like he or she in the music that
Okay,
I write.
yeah.
I don't even use them for myself. Like I use they. Like I have this pin on that says they. Like
They,
it's
right.
such a like that's the I don't know if you've even heard of that, but there's there are different genders other than just male and female, and so there's
yes.
this whole world out there that's beyond the binary of what people believe, and so I'm in that. I'm in that like that third, that other, and so I write a lot of my music based on other people that are in that other and the
Right.
life that I'm
That's
living,
nice.
because I can only write about the life that I'm in. I can't write about someone else's.
You can
Exactly.
only do what
Yeah,
you know.
I can only
yes.
be myself.
That's like, it's funny because my daughter's pregnant, and I refuse to refer to the baby as it. Mm-hmm. So I call the baby Peanut.
Oh.
So instead of, he, she, or it, because it is just,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
terrible.
it's not a pronoun.
It's
Yeah,
terrible.
that isn't. It is an
So
object and not a
it's
pronoun.
little baby Peanut. So
That's
little
nice.
baby Peanut is actually is in its 15th week of gestation.
Nice.
So we're
And so a better word to use then is you can use they or their.
Right.
Little Peanut's in their 15th week of gestation.
Right.
You see, and
But
that
so
it's
I
a little
say
bit more flowing.
I use Peanut because I know when Peanut is born,
Yeah.
that'll be my little Peanut, and that's the nickname that
No matter
Right.
what. Yeah.
will always be my Peanut.
Whoever
So-
they are and whoever they end
Right,
up being, they'll always be your
exactly.
peanut. Yeah.
That's right, and there's
And that's
no,
important.
There's no gender. There's nothing specific. It's just,
It's a
this
great
is-
nickname.
this
It
is-
really
this
is.
is my
Unless
little
they end up
peanut.
allergic to peanuts, and then it's
Well,
like.
that's the thing. I couldn't call it, like a little shrimp or anything like that. My daughter is really, really allergic to shellfish and that kind of stuff. So
Then don't use shrimp.
we couldn't do that.
yeah.
The funniest thing about that is she's a Cancer.
Oh.
The crab.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So,
funny.
more stuff for you to like, hey, maybe I can write about that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's just silly stuff. But
But that's what all music is just writing about
Oh, yeah,
silly
everything's
stuff.
silly.
It is. It really is. And your life experiences and stuff, just like a comedian, But
okay.
I'm kind of really anxious now. It's getting to about that time.
Yes.
We want to hear you perform.
Have you made
and
an
all
album
your
yet?
good Stuff.
Oh yeah, before we go over, I
Oh,
will.
let's- yeah.
I
Yeah,
put this in my
that's the most
pocket.
important part of the
Look
show.
at that.
I have an album. It's called From Butterflies to Moths, because there was this whole transition in my life from 2015 to 2018 where I went through that shift of deciding, I'm not the person that I thought I was, but I'm not anyone. I'm just myself.
Okay.
And so the whole song is the chronological order of the songs that I wrote in that 3-year
Okay.
period.
Wow.
The best ones. And it's on Spotify, it's on iTunes. You can get it anywhere under Travis Love Benson if you search that. I'm
Okay.
on the web. And
That's great.
so you can look it up, and it's a really cute cover. You're not going to be able to see it from that far away, but
No, but it really it is cute.
it's cute. There's a butterfly and it's transitioning
You know what?
into a moth.
I'll walk it right up to the camera when you go to set up. For
That sounds great.
Yeah.
For your thing, I'll walk it right up to the camera so we
Yeah.
can see it.
Thank you.
Now, where's your next gig?
Oh, tomorrow I'm playing at Dusklit. It's a festival in Sugarloaf, New York. It is an interactive arts festival. So the other side of what I do besides songwriting is I make up songs about people on the spot, and but it's all through my eyes. So it's the concept of the festival is there's all of these interactive artists, and every single it's
Very
like 60
nice.
plus artists, and all of the events and all of the exhibitions, all of the musicians, they're all interactive. So the audience, the people that come to the festival, can walk up to any of
There we go,
the
that's the album.
of the different venues or events that are happening. Like my booth, where I'll just be writing songs about people the whole night, and so it's all
Sounds like a
interactive.
lot of fun.
Okay.
It'll be a good time.
Okay,
And so it's from
alright.
6 to 10 tomorrow in
Is it an
Sugarloaf.
open street festival?
Yeah, I think it's $15 at the door, but it's an open street, and you can just go to Sugarloaf if you know where that is in New York, and you can
Right.
go to it, and you
Okay.
can come
Yeah.
find me, get a
Wow.
song written about you for free. It's going to be a nice time.
Do it, folks.
Learn what songwriting
Do
is.
it. Do it.
Do it. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Tomorrow being the
Okay.
11th, so whenever you're watching this.
Right. Yes. Because otherwise they can probably go to Sugarloaf and probably they can probably
They
catch
could have fun
clips
stuff,
of it,
see
or
fun
they can,
stuff, but
they can go to your any of your
Any of my-
online
yeah, and they'll
stuff
see
and
it.
probably see clips of that.
yeah, I'm
right?
going to be
Sounds like
recording
fun.
I'm sure
it.
you're
so,
going to be
yeah.
recording. So why don't we get you head over there
All right.
so that we don't run out of time, because I really want to see what it is
Okay.
that you've got for us. We just love it when people come and they have such different different stuff to show us. It's,
Oh, yeah.
It's
You
really amazing.
You
And,
never know what's on the Mr. Phil show.
It's true, and like we say, every season we're trying to bump it up a little bit.
Right.
We try to do something different. We've had comedians, we've had authors, and we do lots of singers.
Right.
Not anybody with this particular angle.
Right.
He's singing from the heart.
Yes.
And not putting anything gender specific into it, which
Right.
is I find very interesting.
Great.
And writing about a bowl of black bean soup, I mean, you can't get more abstract than that.
Okay.
So in the meantime, just let us know when you're ready, Travis, and we'll turn it over to you, and you can go ahead and introduce yourself again if you want to give a shout out about your Facebook and stuff. You can go ahead and do that. All right, everybody, this is Travis Love Benson.
Okay, and away we go.
Hey, so I'm Travis Love Benson. Travis Love, I put love in my name because everyone needs a little love, and a lot of what I do involves audience participation, because I feel like if the audience is interacting, then besides being a part of it, they are existing in the moment, and all musicians play with time, and for me, the one thing that I like to do with time is make people be in the moment where, whether they're comfortable or not, they can be there and see what's going on. So if you're uncomfortable, if you're comfortable, if you're happy, if you're sad, as long as you're feeling something, even if you hate what I'm writing, that's important to me because it's better than not having any feelings toward me or the world at all. And I have a few songs for you. Probably get like 5 in, so we're gonna get started. This is called I'm Not Blue. It's the first song on my album that you can find wherever albums are sold. I'm a rock, strong and bare. I'm a bear, tall and scary. I'm a scarecrow, there I stand. I'm a stand up and you're a snowflake, there you fall. You're a follower, hear my call. You're the call I'd like to hear, here to be made near me. I'm just a stand up and I'm a cardboard cutout. More like a rock than a man, I won't spill my guts out. If I shatter into pieces, my heart won't fall out. Crying would ruin my cardboard hue. I'm not blue like a bluebird whistles a tune. Like a man inside of the moon. You are an ocean, I'm in sand. In one word, different. You are so much better than me, who I wish that I could be. So I wrote this song for you, it was the least I could do. I'm just a stand-up and I'm a cardboard cutout. More like a rock than a man, I won't spill my guts out. If I shatter into pieces, my heart won't fall out. Crying would ruin my cardboard hue. I'm not blue. To stand up and I'm a cardboard cutout. More like a rock than a man, I won't spill my guts out. If I shatter into pieces, my heart won't fall out. Crying would ruin my cardboard hue. I'm not blue. Blue is the color of your eyes. Blue is the color of the skies. Blue is the water and the wind and you. But I'm not blue. Blue is the color of the skies. Blue is the color of your eyes. Blue is the water and the wind and you. But I'm not blue. I'm just a simple cardboard cut out, and I'm just a simple cardboard cut out, and I'm just a simple cardboard cut out, and I'm not blue. Sing along. I'm just a simple cardboard cut out, and I'm just a simple cardboard cut out, and I'm just a simple cardboard cut out, and I'm not blue. One more time. I'm just a simple cardboard cut out, and I'm just a simple cardboard cut out, and I'm just a simple cardboard cut out, and I'm not blue. Good singing. Though I was made for you. I'm not blue. Though I was made for you, you. I'm not blue. Though I was made for you. I'm not blue. Thank you. Goodbye, water. Thanks so much. Thank you. I need a sip of that. So, moving right along, can you hear that? That's the sound of me drinking water. What? No, I don't need the kazoo again. I actually sell kazoos at my shows, and then I'm like, kazoo along with this, and then, you know, it's fun. But I didn't bring enough kazoos for everyone, I'm sorry. You'll hear later why I even have that many. I have hundreds of kazoos, and you'll hear why in a little bit in a different song. But let's move right along. This is the song I was talking about before. This is Black Bean Soup. I have a lot of feelings about the world as a person that's been oppressed for a lot of years because of who I am and who I choose to be and just, you know, wearing what I wear and, you know, how I choose to identify. And so I wrote this song after I had a bowl of black bean soup, and it was a lovely song to write, very cathartic. There are many things I'd like to write a song about, like the war on planet Earth or the criminals, no doubt. But sometimes people don't listen to the bad without the good, so I write about what I did that day. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. It was good, it was great, and also I don't agree with our current economic system. There are many things that are wrong with this world like that. There's an inequality in the amount of money that people will make. There isn't enough food to go around. But wait, did I tell you what I ate today? Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Do you hear what I am trying to say? Like that we should care more about the fact that there are people starving on our streets, or that women make less money than men. There are so many dreams that people have that are lost. There are so many dreams that people have that will never come to fruition. There isn't enough time that we've got on this planet. It isn't that long. Oh, and did I mention? Sing along. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Go outside and accomplish your dreams. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup, because if you don't accomplish your dreams, who will? Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. Today I ate a bowl of black bean soup. You have to work at them. You have to work at them. You have to work at them. Work at them. You have to work at them. You have to work at them. Thank you so much. And the most important message there is, go outside and accomplish your dreams. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I'm working so actively all of the time on allowing myself to be who I want and be who I am, and then let the people come to me that will appreciate me for who I am. And that's just so important. Never change yourself for someone else. Okay. This is the new one. I actually haven't, I performed this for a few people once, but I haven't performed this live yet, so this is a nice one for everyone. Yeah, right on television. Isn't that a nice place to do it? This is called House That We Built. I think my mom will like this one if she's watching. This is about a relationship. This is the house that we built together. It rains and pours on the foundation. The shingles are falling, the house isn't falling, but the shingles are falling down. This is the house that we built together. The joists are made of glass. Even though the beams are made of love, we know that this house won't last, it won't last. And one day I will find myself alone in this house, looking all around for your love, and I know that it can't be found. There is no more love in the house that we built. There is no more love in the house that we built. I know the love has gone from the house that we built. Where did it go? Where did we go? And when will it come back? Will it come back? My head is aching, my bones are old. Just like this house, I creak and groan. I can't take care of all of these broken window panes. They're broken anyway. And I know there isn't much time left. This old empty house will fall. All of the memories, the stories with you, all of them will be gone. And one day I will find myself all alone in this house, looking all around for your love, and I know that it can't be found. There is no more love in the house that we built. There is no more love in the house that we built. I know the love has gone from the house that we built. Where did it go? Where did we go? And when will it come back? I won't come back. And I know you didn't mean to go and blow my door wide open. And I know you didn't mean to go and find some other house to live in. And I know you didn't mean to go and blow my door wide open. And I know you didn't mean to go and find some other house to live in. And I know you didn't mean to go, you didn't mean to go and blow my door wide open. And I know you didn't mean to go, you didn't mean to go and find some other house to live in. And our joists were made of glass and they cracked under the pressure. And our beams were made of love and they cracked under the pressure. And our love was made of love and it cracked under the pressure. And my life is made of love. Will it crack under the pressure? The pressure, the pressure. Hey, thanks. It's about putting your whole self into what you're doing and understanding that that's okay. It's about being exactly who you are from day to day. I can't stress enough that I don't care what other people think about me because I'm just going to go out and be who I am anyway. And I wish that I could have told myself that 10 years ago. I wish I could have told myself that when I was a kid. I wish there was someone like me back in the 90s that was like, be yourself and be openly queer and be allowed to be who you are, and that's okay in today's media. But it wasn't then and it is now, and I'm so glad that I can be this voice for the future people that are like me. And so here's a song that I wrote. It's fun, it's cute, it's called I Hate Moose, and moose is a metaphor for people like me. How long do moose live? Because I need to know how long I should hide. How long do moose live? I want them all to die. How long do moose live? Because I need to know how long I should hide. How long do moose live? I need them all to die. How long? 15 to 25 years. 15 to 25 years. 15 to 25 years. Which, let's put that into perspective for a minute. I'm 26 years old. I was born on June 4th, 1992. It was a Thursday. If a moose was born on that exact same day, they would now be 26, so they'd probably be dead. But let's just say, for example, that moose had a child on their 25th birthday. That child is only 1 year old, and I'll have to be dealing with the child of that moose until I'm 50. That's really awful, and I want them all to die because of how long moose live. They live so long, I want to cry. How long moose live? I want them all to die. I hate moose. They're so tall. They're so tall. They're so tall. They're so tall. Which, let's talk about that for a minute. I'm 6'3". Actually, I'm 6'2", but my license says 6'3", so let's go with that. If a moose, let's say a full-grown moose was in the studio right now, they would be 6'8" at the shoulder. That's not including the head, and that's not including the antlers. They're so tall, and I want them all to die because I hate moose. I hate moose. I hate moose. I want them all to die. One more time. I hate moose. I hate moose. I hate moose. I want them all to die. No, I need them all to die. Yeah, I need them all to die, die, die. Ooh. Come on over.
Oh my goodness.
Hey. Thank you.
Being original, being yourself. So
Yeah.
I'd like everybody to see here. Okay.
Hello.
Where
I took
am
off my jacket.
I'm
Sorry.
barefoot. You can't see it,
Yeah.
but because I'm just so short, you know.
You're so short.
Yeah.
Oh,
extremely.
Wow.
Mary's short. Mary's under 5 foot tall, honestly.
Wow.
Honestly. But it's okay. You know, you're talking about being yourself. Well, I'm being myself. And, you know, I actually have a friend who calls me Barefoot Mary.
Oh.
Because the first time he ever met me, I was barefoot.
Oh,
So
that's
now I'm
nice.
forever Barefoot Mary.
There should be a song called Barefoot Mary.
That's
Sounds
true.
lovely.
I'll leave that up to you to write, okay?
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be something you can do.
I'll do that for you.
All right, so since we don't have our credits tonight,
Yeah.
why don't you give everybody the name and what's the easiest way for them to see you?
You could literally just go to your web search, Google, Yahoo, whatever you use, and search Travis Love Benson, and I promise you, like Scout's honor, even though I wasn't a scout, that the first results will be either my website, my Facebook, my Patreon. They are all well known and well
Travis
hit,
is
so-
going to be right in your face.
Yeah, if you look
All right.
up Travis Love Benson, Benson, for those of you that didn't know how to spell that, but Travis Love Benson with an O, you'll find me. And I would love it if you can commission a song about you. Like I said, I do that. You can't see this on camera, but I commission songs about people. I put out albums of commissions, and that's always fun. I have a Patreon, and you can subscribe and hear a new song every single Tuesday. If you like what you hear, like House That We Built was this last Tuesday.
Right.
If you like what you hear, I write new songs, and I'm always getting better.
And you know what? We still have his album, too.
That's right, and I have my
Wow.
album,
The
From
album
Butterflies
here.
to Moths, which is
All right.
on
You
It's
can't
on
really
Spotify and
see.
YouTube
We showed it to you.
iTunes, and you can buy a physical copy from me. Just email me. You know, whatever you need. I'm here for you musically. That's the point of being a musician, is to be for the people.
Absolutely, yes.
And I'm hoping that I'm a voice for people.
Wow.
Oh, watch your head there, Phil.
Yeah, so
Since
we
he's
want
tall,
to
you ain't
thank
tall.
you for coming on, and
Thank you.
Yeah.
thank you folks for watching tonight. It was a great, great show.
Yeah.
And you're going to just play us out until we
Chris?
tell you to stop.
I
Keep on
have a
playing.
long song, and it's going to just keep going, and it's going to not stop until we're already off the air, probably.
Okay.
Probably,
So-
and we'll all be singing
they'll be
along, and
singing
we'll be
with it.
having a
It'll
good
be a good
time.
time.
So, you
Thank you
know,
all.
Okay.
everybody just keep singing.
Keep singing.
Keep singing.
All
Keep
right.
smiling.
Thank you,
Keep singing.
Travis.
And we'll see you next week.
Yep. Next week, everybody.
You ready? Yeah, I see you. My friend told me recently that I was normal. How I want to be normal. Then he said, "Aw me, I wasn't listening. You're not normal." How I want to be normal. I took it as such a compliment. I said, "Wow, my friend, that is really a 10 as far as you go. You don't give compliments very often." Then he said to me, "I wasn't listening, I'm sorry. My brain's on autopilot, my head is in the clouds. I wasn't listening, I'm sorry to tell you that my brain's on autopilot and this plane can't fly itself, but I will make it fly itself. This plane can't fly itself, but I'm on autopilot. I have 400 stuffed animals in my room and in my car. It's true. How I want to be normal. I got them when I was working at an arcade. I thought that it would be really great to save them from the trash. Sell them for cash on eBay. How I want to be normal. How I want to be normal. Then I realized nobody wants Hotel Transylvania dolls, and then I got stuck with 46 Walking Dead zombies, and I still have them. I wanna be normal. You weren't listening when I told you that. Your brain's on autopilot at least 99% of the time. I wanna be normal. You weren't listening when I told you that. Your brain's on autopilot and this plane can't fly itself, but I will make it fly itself. This plane can't fly itself, but I'm on autopilot. This plane will fly itself on autopilot. This car will drive itself on autopilot. This brain will run itself on autopilot. This song will sing itself on autopilot. Sing along. This plane will fly itself on autopilot. This car will drive itself on autopilot. This brain will run itself on autopilot. This song will sing itself on autopilot. This plane will fly itself on autopilot. This car will drive itself on autopilot. This brain will run itself on autopilot. This song will sing itself on autopilot. This plane will fly itself on autopilot. This car will drive itself on autopilot. This brain will run itself on autopilot. This song will sing itself on autopilot. This plane will fly itself on autopilot. This car will drive itself on autopilot. This brain will run itself on autopilot. This song will sing itself on autopilot. will fly itself on autopilot. This car will drive itself on autopilot. This brain will run itself on autopilot. This song will sing 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 itself on autopilot. Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks so much.
Wow. Autopilot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't fall.
Yeah. Thank you for watching the Mr. Phil Show.